Chanel. I hope you're having a fantastic day as usual. In today's video, I am super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 wish list items. Like, these are the 3 items that I can't stop thinking about. So I have to say I am pretty happy and content with my handbag collection. There really aren't a lot of bags that I want. I'm pretty happy and content. However, there are 3 bags that I feel like if I had these 3 bags in my collection, that my handbag collection would be complete. These are 3 like holy grail bags that I just can't stop thinking about. And if you guys have been following me for a while, whether you follow me on Instagram, whether you have been watching a lot of my YouTube videos, you probably are going to know 2 of them. You might not know the 3rd one, but I have been pretty vocal about, you know, the bags that are on my wish list. But these are my 3 dream bags, and I think what I'm going to do today, I'm going to rank them. So I'm going to start with the 3rd one, tell you the 2nd, and then I will tell you my holy grail bag. So without further ado, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that little subscribe button. And if you want to hear what my top 3 dream bags are that I can't get out of my head and I can't stop thinking about, then keep watching. Okay guys, so I have to be honest, my list is composed entirely of one fashion house, and that fashion house is Chanel. I just absolutely love Chanel. I feel as though the fashion house is so beautiful and chic and elegant, and the classic flat bags are just so beautiful. I feel like they're bags that are never gonna go out of style. So if it's a bag that I purchased today, it's a bag that I could wear like 20 years from now. It won't go out of style. I could even pass it down to my daughter. Well, she's kind of a tomboy. She's not really into handbags, but if she is someday, that would be great. So because of that, I just absolutely love Chanel. So let's start with number 3. You guys know that I own this beautiful bag right here. This is the Chanel rectangular in the beautiful Tiffany blue. I think the color was actually light blue. It was from the Cruise collection, and I just love it. But I would love to add a pink bag in the rectangular. Now, I saw they had a lot of beautiful ones from the 21S collection. I missed out on those. Those were a little more of like a lilac, but I would love it in that, or maybe like an iridescent pink. But either way, I definitely want another mini, but I want it in the little small rectangular size. I think that would be so cute. I just feel like a nice pink bag is perfect for spring or summer and looks nice with a dress. You guys know I have been loving this. I wore this for Easter. I actually did like an outfit reel on Instagram, so make sure you're following me on Instagram if you aren't already. But I just love this bag, and because of that, I would love to add a little pink one to my collection. Now, of course, that is 3rd on the list. There are 2 bags that are ahead of this that I would love to have before this, but this is definitely 3rd on my wish list. Okay, the 2nd bag on my wish list. Now, I have to say, this is a bag that you guys are probably gonna get sick of hearing me talk about because I have mentioned it over and over and over and over again. And I think I've kind of just finally come to terms that I'm not gonna be able to get it, in the sense where it's a vintage bag, and it's just, I have specific things that I want. And you know, you guys are so sweet, because ever I mention that I do want this bag, you'll message me and be like, oh, is this it? Is this it? And it's always close, but not close enough. So the bag that I'm referring to is the Chanel Mini Square in the caviar with 24 karat gold hardware. And it has the edged stitching. I think I mentioned it before that Lux Mommy, or Amanda, she owns it. Chase Amy owns it. It is just such a beautiful bag. And I do currently have this beauty right here. This is my Chanel medium in lambskin and silver hardware. I love it, but I would love to have a mini square. And I have always been like so close to getting it, but for whatever reason, it just like wasn't the right time, or there was something just a little off with the bag, so I couldn't pull the trigger. But that one that I like is from, I want to say, around 2006 or 2008. So the problem with that bag is it's so specific to what I want. So it's either going to be really hard to find, or the price is going to be so marked up. And it's just Chanel. It is so hard with all the Chanel price increases lately. And then these Chanel minis are going for so much because they have such a high demand. And I know a lot of people are looking for that bag, but Oh my gosh, I would just love to have that Chanel mini square in the caviar with the gold and the edge stitching. It just looks so beautiful and classic and chic. And even though I do have it in the medium size, it would just be something a little different and something a little unique, and I think it would be so pretty. So if you guys out there, if you're able to find that bag anywhere, or you know someone that's selling it for a reasonable amount, let me know. I am aware that it's probably going to be pretty pricey because a lot of people are after them. So that is definitely a bag that's on my wish list, but I've kind of come to terms that I might not ever be able to get it. I'm not trying to think negative, but I just know it is so hard to come by, and I was able to get it on 2 occasions, but both occasions I had either just purchased something else and I wasn't ready to buy, or there was something just a little off, so it wasn't meant to be. So I've kind of told myself, well, maybe it's just not meant to be with this bag, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, so the number 1 bag that is on my wish list that I can't stop thinking about, that I am currently saving for right now, like to the point where I am putting like every little bit I get from YouTube, or every little bit that, you know, a little bit from my paycheck here, a little bit there, and I'm putting it in an account, and I'm saving. I'm fiercely saving for this bag. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you might recall that probably about a week or so, I went to the mall. I had a day off. I went to the Chanel boutique, and I went in there, and I just happened to ask a lady if they had a Chanel jumbo in the caviar with the gold hardware. And of course she said, I do. And I wasn't expecting her to say that, because I'm used to going into the boutiques and asking for something and them just not having it, because, you know, a lot of these bags are so popular, they're hard to get. Well, she had it, and I tried it on. I will insert a picture. You guys, I was so in love. I wasn't expecting to fall so hard for this bag. Now, you might recall the jumbo has always been on my wish list, and I always thought I wanted the single flap, but let me tell you my hesitation with the single flap. I worry that if I were to get the single flap, which, as you know, in Chanel, they don't make the single flap anymore, so I'd have to get that one pre-loved. I have seen a lot that the structure is just not the same as the double flap. So that is kind of one thing I've always been a little hesitant about. Now, I know I could get an organizer for it, but I always just think one of the things I love about the jumbo, like when I'm initially attracted to it, is I love the fact of how structured it is and beautiful. And it's just like, you look at that bag, you're like, oh, it's such a pretty bag. So anyway, just to make a long story short, I was kind of torn. Do I want the single? You know, do I want the double flap? So anyway, I tried on the double flap, and I fell in love with it. And I put it back on the counter, and she's like, you know, do you want to get it? And I'm like, I don't know, I need to think about it. And so I left the store, and I'm just kind of pacing the store. I was kind of probably looking like a crazy person and people around me, but I was just like, gosh, I don't know what to do. Like, I felt so tempted. I felt like I had like a devil on one side saying, do it, buy it. And then the angel on the other side, you know, you can't do it right now. So to make a long story short, I ended up telling the lady, you know, thank you, but no thank you, because one thing I always stress to you guys, you never want to buy a bag if you don't have the money. So I mentioned that in my How I Afford Luxury Handbags. Luxury handbags can be really expensive, and you just don't want to ever overextend yourself. So did I have the money where I could get it? Yes, but that money was not specifically for this handbag. So what I'm trying to do is I have an account right now. I'm just putting money, saving it. Any extra I have, I'm putting it in it. So then once I do have enough in that account to buy this bag, it is going to feel so special, because I'm going to be able to go into the boutique, and I'm going to be able to buy it, and I know that I worked hard for it. This is my dream bag, and I'm able to get it. Now, here's where I need your help. Now that I've told you what my dream bag is, which I'm sure you guys already knew, but here's where I need your help, and this is kind of my dilemma. Of course, right now I'm in the saving process, so I'm not quite ready to buy yet. However, do I A, save the money, go into the boutique, buy it, but in the boutique I'm going to be paying an arm and a leg, because the Chanel jumbo prices are crazy now, plus in addition you pay the tax, but it's going to be a brand new bag. I'm going to get that Chanel experience. Or do I B, go through like a personal shopper, because there are great personal shoppers out there, get a bag that's like in excellent condition, barely worn, and I would save, a good amount of money. But at the same time, I'm not going to be getting that Chanel boutique experience. Just I'm not really sure what to do. So of course I want to save the money on the bag, but at the same time, there's nothing better than going into the boutique and getting like a nice bag and having that wonderful like Chanel smell, and you guys know what I'm talking about. And it just is like really meaningful too. Like when you save for a bag and then you go into the boutique and you buy it. I think I mentioned that's kind of the story that I have with this one back here. You guys might recall this bag right here. I saved and saved and saved, and I remember like I was so excited going into the boutique, going to pick it up, and it meant so much to me that I was able to save up the money and buy this bag for myself. So I want that feeling again. The Chanel Jumbo, it's my dream bag, and because it's so large, I feel like I could use it quite often. You can fit a lot in it. Now I know that the double flap can be a little heavy, so if you guys have the double flap or if you have the single flap, tell me which one you prefer, because I have seen some people who own the single flap and the structure is beautiful, but I'd have to buy it on the pre-loved market, and you just kind of take that chance of it not being in that great a condition. So I'm still on the fence, once I do save the money, what to do, like whether or not I go through a personal shopper, because there are a lot of great ones out there, and save a little bit of money as far as like the tax is concerned, or if I go into the boutique, get the whole boutique experience, because I do have a sales associate at Chanel that I work with, and she's been great. She's been able to get me a lot of the other small leather goods that I wanted. So yes, I'm just not sure what to do. So I would love to know your thoughts below. But as I stated, those are my top 3 dream bags. They're of course all from Chanel. I feel like if I were able to get those 3 pieces, it would complete my collection. Now, is that probably a lie? Sure, because we're all human. We see other things that the fashion houses come out with, but those are the main bags that are kind of on my radar as far as like, oh, I would love to have them. So let me know your thoughts, you guys. Were you surprised by this list? Did you kind of know what's coming? I'd love to know your thoughts. The main reason I filmed this is because a lot of you have asked me, you're like, what is your dream bag? Or what's next on your wish list? I've had a lot of you ask me that. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me do a video, let me break it down, and let me share with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your dream bags are down below, what your wish list items are. I'd love to hear. And let me know your thoughts on the jumbo, single flap or double. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that little subscribe button. And I'd love to have you follow me on Instagram as well. Have a wonderful day, you guys, and I will see you in my next video.
Wish me the best of luck.